What is up, everybody? It's your boy Chris Cage coming at you 2 times, and well, it's about that time, folks, as we got another weekly race to do. This is an unusual version of our speed run. It's just that we decided to use a power loop little U-turn thing instead. Yes, this speed run consists of a extremely long, short range of track. And the car is going to hit the U-turn and go all the way down this stretch of track to get their speed read. Now, I'm wondering what you're probably going to sit here and say right now while you're watching. Well, how in the hell are you going to get their speed read if you have these cars on the floor and they ain't going anywhere? Well, I am going to push them. Yes. Obviously, if you own Hot Wheels cars, you push them, or else they stay in place. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that right about now, so I don't have to explain that part. Now, this is where this weekly race in particular is going to get extremely confusing, because it is a realistic versus fantasy race. We have 10 realistics and 10 fantasy castings. And here's how it's going to go. The 5 slowest cars get eliminated. So we could have all 5 realistic cars or all 5 fantasy cars get eliminated just like that. And we do them in 5 intervals. So the first round, we'll get rid of 5. The second round, we get rid of 5. The third round, we get rid of 5. And then the fourth round, if we get that far, we get rid of 3. And then the final run, we get rid of 1. Now, this is the tricky part. If all of the realistics get eliminated throughout any of these rounds, the weekly race is over and we claim the team fantasy cars as the winners. If the fantasy cars all get eliminated at various points in various rounds, then realistic cars get to be the winner. So yes, it's either going to end one or two ways. If one whole side is eliminated, or if we go to the end of the weekly race to find a winner. Now, it's time now to get started with the first round and time to get this camera stationary so that we can begin today's weekly race. Best of luck to all these cars. Y'all's gonna need it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to begin round number 1. Now, here are the rules of this version of the speedrun track. Now, if a car wipes out on the orange part of this track, they are automatically out and their speed does not get read. If for some apparent reason I don't have enough power and the car returns back to the blue part of the track, even though there's some orange part right here, but that's for me to build up momentum to push the cars, then we redo them as much times as we can. Now, with that being said, we're going to turn on the speedometer, like so. And I will show you the cars in the camera that are going to get their speed read, because due to this camera, the speed or the blur of the speed of the cars, you can't really tell which is which. Plus, also, off camera, I am going to keep track of the speeds being read by writing them in a pencil. Or, no, not pencil, but a pen, obviously. So, yes, let's get started. And plus, we're alternating between realistics and fantasy. So, we're going to start with the first one being the Mazda, or 1995 Mazda RX-7. $382. So far, that's the fastest. Next up, Mod Rod. 370. Next card. How many of you found this? It's the Indy 500 Oval. It's a red edition. By the way, check your targets, folks, because there are mini dump-ins. I thought that I wasn't going to find a damn thing until I found these mini dump-ins that could be in any part of the toy section. So you have to look everywhere for it. So here we go. Let's see how fast it can go. 399. Apologies for the camera if you can't read that, but I can read it very nicely in person. 399. That is the fastest so far amongst all the cars. Next up, Pedal de Metal. I've already told y'all that this is not a new casting. This has been out before. $379. And I don't know where the hell my pen is at. Okay, next card. The horrible Volvo 850 Estate. $368. Probably that's why it's so horrible. Because it's slow. Moving on to the next car, another one of those red editions. It is the Gotta Go. Now, I have found this casting just recently here. So, yeah. Apparently it was not at the other Target that I went at when I did the haul video. So, yeah. $436. So far, the fastest car so far. Pretty sure some of y'all are gonna be commenting, "Oh, well, it's because of its size." You know, sometimes that could be true because some cars are stubbier than others, or some cars are just legit fast. This next one, the Viper SRT10 ACR. Somehow this was very easy to find. I thought this would be the hardest one to find so far, but apparently it's not. $378. So far, I see no numbers repeating. It is faster or no, a scale mile an hour slower than the Pedal de Metal at 379. Next up, Head Starter, another casting I just recently got. $393. Next up, another casting I just recently got. The 89 Porsche 944 Turbo. This is a car that I constantly get in Forza Horizon 4 as a wheel spin, and I end up getting rid of them because they always end up... Before there was an update with Forza Horizon 4 where you can sell back the cars, this car I keep on getting in wheel spins, which was annoying. But it's not annoying to get one as a Hot Wheels car. So yeah. Best of both worlds. Let's race. $392. So far, I think the second fastest of the Realistix. But remember, this is the slowest, the 5 slowest castings in general. Now, if we have ties, we have to race 2 of them to see which one is out. If we do not already have 5 vehicles slow or whatnot. Next up, we're going to have the Twin Mill Gen E. I know what y'all thinking. The blue ones. Some of y'all are thinking the blue one's better. I like both of them. So, yeah. Going with a $375. Going back up to the Escort RS 1600s. If you find one of these in a darker color, you'll find yourself an ID chase and you can scan it. But this is not ID chase, and so I've yet to find an ID chase. So let's go. 389. So far, I think that's the 4th fastest vehicle so far. Off Track is next. $380. Oh, that's a shocker. $388. So far, the slowest fantasy casting on the fantasy side of things is Mod Rod at $370. Slowest realistic car is $368 with the $850 estate. But maybe could be changing differently when we had this one in. That's the Lamborghini Miura P400 SV. $373. So it's slower than the ACR. Next up, for all you 96ers out there and any of you year folks out there that are by Year of the Rat, here's your car, so go get it. Shout out to my girlfriend, shout out to Bestie, because they are born in 1996, and they're the Year of the Rat, so yeah. $373, tied with the Miura P400 SV. So that is a coincidence. Never thought that would happen. Next up, we have a custom Cougar. Never thought I would see a custom Cougar in the collection. Well, I actually have a custom Cougar in my collection, but the thing about it is that last time I got one of these, the spoiler chipped off. So I got a better one, purple, 7-spoke wheels, and it's all good to go. Let's race. $361. Looks like that's the slowest car ever. Now going on to the fancy side of things, and a subscriber told me if I had this car yet. Well, yes I do. Rockin' Santa Sled. Let's go. Ooh. He hit something really badly and it stopped his momentum. He scores a 316. And no, it does not mean it's going to whip somebody's ass. Stone Cold reference. Now, I know this is one of my closest friends' favorite cars right here. BMW i8. The only thing is we have a roadster. So, yeah. They did not make a coupe yet. So, this is what we get. $370. But I am thinking that maybe we may get... Oh, I think I see two ties right now. i8 and Mod Rod have 370, and Radical Racer and P400 Lamborghini both have 373. So we may have two tie races going on here pretty soon. But yeah, though, I'm thinking that the what is this? The i8 Roadster might be part of the Roadster series because they're doing a Roadster series for the 2020 Mainline series. Next up is Cruise Bruiser. For some apparent reason, it's very hard to find the Mystery Models version. I don't know why. I don't know why colors have a fascination with the Mystery Models version. It's a freaking Cruise Bruiser. Anyway, let's race. I will say when it first came out, That was the best, or there was a crazy wheel design on it, the orange and the blue ones, which was very, very crazy. It did a 359 if you didn't see that. Finally, for the realistic size of things, Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. Found that in the D case at my local grocery store. $3.99 ties with the Indy 500 Oval. And Finalima Bone Shaker. All right, let's see what happens. Wow. All right. Well, $3.98. So, it's time to see who gets eliminated as I read these off. So far, looking at them, 361, that one is gone. So Rocket Santa Sled is out. Also, next up, with a slow speed of 359, that is also out, Cruise Bruiser. So, say goodbye to Cruise Bruiser. Let's see here, what else? So 316, 359, 361. That is Custom Cougar. So Custom Cougar is out. I should make an X by these things. I'm gonna do that, or cross them out so I know who's out. So Cruise Bruisers, Set That Sled, they're out. Now let's see, let's look on this list again. See if there's any more 360s. 368. Volvo 850 Estate. So this horrible hunk of metal is out. And also we have a tie, I believe. Unless if I see something that says 369 on here. And there is none. So what that means is we have a tie for last. 370 for both i8 Roadster and Mod Rod. So what that means is we're going to do a tiebreaker race. Now, here we go. Mod Rod and i8 Roadster are going to get at least one speed run. Fastest one moves on and the other one gets eliminated. First up, we're going to go in alphabetical order. BMW i8 Roadster goes first, so let's go. i8 Roadster scored a 379, and Mod Rod gets a 396. So the i8 Roadster is going to be out of here, which means Mod Rod stays. So here is how the field looks so far. And now it's time to begin round number 2, where we will eliminate 5 more castings, and that will be coming up next. Alright guys, time to begin round number 2. And it's time to get these cars on the track again. Let me straighten this up a little bit. So here we go. Mazda RX-7, you're back at it again. Let's go! Alright, his previous run was a 382, and he done a 378. I don't know why this wrote a 0, but I'm supposed to write an 8. Four scale miles an hour slower than the previous run. Alright, Mod Rod, let's see what you got. $393. Now, Now, obviously, we do not count tiebreaker runs, so this is a fast run. So here we go. Faster than 370, so it gets a 393. Overall, though, it's slower than this 398 run. Next up, Indy 500 Oval. He ran a 399 before. Let's see if he can beat that. 392. All right, next up, Pedal de Metal ran a 379. Let's see if he can beat that. Is 4 miles an hour slower, is posted a 375. That's not going to help him out. Where am I right now? It's past 1 a.m. at the time I'm filming this. So some of y'all might say OMG, it's human error. Well, you know, we all get tired. Next up is the Viper SRT10 ACR. He scored a 378. Four miles an hour slower, he posted 3 miles an hour slower, he posted a 375. Next up, Gotta Go is back at it again. Decals look like a Coca-Cola thing. By the way, the only version of Gotta Go I don't have is a special color version and the chase piece, which I can give two craps about. 428, so it's slower than 436. Alright, just had to write some stuff down here. Now time for the 944 Turbo to get on. Or in the words of Captain Tanaka, or whoever the hell is that guy's name is on MST. Get it on! Ooh, great speed. 387. Let's look at it. 392 to a 387. A little bit slower. We should get the track dryers out and probably dry it out to get the car some more speed. Now it's Head Starter's turn. $385. Head Starter had a 393, so it's slower. 385. Okay, next up, the Escort R1600 again. I know I showed it the wrong way, but pretty sure you're like, who cares? 384. Let's see where that ranks. 389, 5 miles slower. Gen E's turn next. Post to 371, so that's 4 miles an hour slowest. Looking at the scoreboard for round 2, and so far I see a tie right here for 375. And that's about it. So there is a tie for 375 right now. Next up, here we go. We have the Mira again. Ooh, a 370. So the Mira posted a 373, M is going to be a 370. Slowest one so far. Let's see if the off-track does better. There's a 381. I know his last one was 388, so that is 7 miles slower. Now for the Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. $369, the slowest so far, beating out the Mira. $399, oh god damn, 30 miles an hour slower. From $399 to $369. Jesus, that is slow. Now the Radical Racer. Alright, that one was my fault. There you go. Got the speed on that. 398. 373. Oh, this one gone up. Up 15 to 398. And then finally, the one who posted 398, Bone Shaker. Now, if this guy is out, then that means he's automatically out so far. 437, that's a whole bunch. So, there we go. That is it for round number 2. So this time, not going to look at the sheet and see who is out. Go for the slowest speeds. The car who posted a 369 is out. That is the Custom 1 Acura Integra GSR. That's out. Looking over it again. We have some 370s, I know that. I know someone posted a 370. The Mira P400 SV, another realistic car that is out. Sayonara. As it smashed into the other car off camera. Next one, we have a tie, I believe. Or, let me think. Is there a tie for this one? 371. There's no other 371 on here, so that means Gen E is out. So this car is out. Now for our fourth one, and I believe there was a tie for this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, both 375 Pedal Dimensional and Viper SRT 10 ACR. So we're going to do another tie run, or tiebreaker run, to see which one of these two gets to stay. So here we go. Viper here first. He does a 396. Now for the Pedal Dimensional. $378. So that means Pedal Dimensional is out. So next fantasy casting that's got eliminated. And then finally, going on, I think I see a 370 number. I don't know if there's another one here. Or maybe it is a 378. Yes, Mazda RX-7 is out as well too. So yes, let's see here. Bringing the total up. Oh, I didn't show the goodbyes to the Pedal Dimensional as well too. So yeah. 3 more realistic cars gone and 2 more fantasy cars gone. And here is how it looks. Here's how round 2 looks like so far. Now it's time to set up round number 3, and that will be coming up right after this. Alright, time to begin the third round here. So, if all 4 realistic cars are slower than any of these any of the fantasy cars, then the race is over. Well, let's start things off now with the Indy 500 Oval. $377, very slow from its previous run of $392. Losing speed as it goes. Now time for Mod Rod's turn. $376, slower than the Indy 500 Oval. So he goes from low, high to back down to low. Next up is the Viper. Ties it up with the Mod Ride at 3.7, or no, not ties it, slows it. Oh, he's okay. So he's neutral, stays neutral, 375. Looks like that's a steady. So it's our first steady run. Now for Gotta Go. $429, still the fastest. Went up a miles an hour, by the way. Previous run was 429. So yeah, first round 436, second round 428, third round 429. So yeah, very nice. 944 is next. As I think I just bumped the camera again. $374. Now the slowest vehicle so far. So far, the fastest fantasy car is 429. Fastest realistic vehicle is the Indy 500 Oval at 377. Head Starter's up next. See what he can do. $387. Went up 2 miles an hour from 385. So yeah, he went up to the 387. Now to the final realistic casting. Escort. Make it a good one. 385. So that's a mile an hour faster. Let's hope that this might do it. So, they have to have, or these other three castings have to be faster than 385 in order to win. I think. I don't know. So here we go. Off Track is up next. $384. That puts it slower than the Escort, but faster than his second run. Or than the Off Track's own second run, I meant. Now for Radical Racer. $383. Right back down, and finally, Bone Shaker. Let's see what it can do. $382. Whoa! Jesus. All right, so here we go. Next, 5 cars get eliminated. So here we go. Slowest one so far. We're looking for a 374. That will be the Porsche 944 Turbo, so that is out. I'm going to cross his name out. So next up would be 375. Viper is out. So yes, sayonara to the Viper SRT10 ACR. Now next up we have a 377. Ooh, or 376. No, 376 right here. That means Modrod is out. Now 377. That will be the Indy 500 Oval. So, Escort RS1600 is the only vehicle remaining on the realistic side. Which means that if he gets knocked out, and that means that fantasy side wins. But, which is the slowest one so far of the fantasy side? Looks like it's going to have to be 382 Bone Shaker. That is out as well too. Now it's time to take a look at how the fourth round is going to go like. Only 3 cars are going to get eliminated from this round. So, best of luck, Escort. Time for round number 4 to begin right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4th round. Only 3 cars get eliminated. If the Escort RS1600 does not post a fast speed and the rest of the 4 kick his ass, then that means that fantasy cars win and we do not go to the semi-final. Or no, it is. Oh no, this is the semifinals. Wait a minute. Round 3 and then round 4. So this is the semifinals. Because I said 3 cars are getting eliminated. So yeah, apologies. This is actually the semifinals. So, what this means is that if the Escort R1600 stays intact and 3 fantasy cars get eliminated, then we're going to have a 1-on-1 race. Which means that with a roll of the die, yes, I'm going to roll a die actually, any even number means fantasy, or that means the fantasy car goes first, any odd number, the realistic car goes first. But until then, we have to get through to the semifinals round. So here we go. Escort, do your thing. $381. He has to hope that everybody else is slow. That's all he has to hope for. Obviously, Gotta Go isn't going to do that because he is too fast. And plus, look at it. He's got to go. He's got to go use the restroom. Obviously, 439. Faster than his first round run. Now for Radical Racer. If this next one posts a fast speed than 381, the prime candidation for elimination here. Yep, 398. Looks like reality has been realized. Let's just finish this race. 379. Oh, wait a minute. 379. Now this one. 396. So here we go, and obviously you can make it out. 439, 398. Gotta go. Radical Racer. They're the fastest, which means off track, head starter, and yep, off track, head starter, and yes, the poor 74 Escort R1600 lose, which means that fantasy cars win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that just about wraps up today's weekly race. There will be no finals race because this is a realistic versus fantasy race, and well, as you can see, this car, or no, Team Fantasy, has done it again. With the Year of the Rat, and gotta go scoring very, very big. The Escort R1600 had it all. I mean, like, he had what it takes, but he didn't have enough momentum, or at least I didn't have enough momentum for it. Or, well, I really shouldn't say that, because I did have a lot of momentum for all cars. It's just that sometimes it's hard to maintain it. But regardless of the fact, Team Fantasy has won it. And that will do it for today's weekly race video. I hope you like this video. Didn't realize how, okay, so I have to take this camera out here. Hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. If you are brand new watching this, be sure you subscribe. And also, turn on the notifications bell as well. It's your boy, Chris Cage. And I'm coming at you 2 times. And we will see you at the next video.